More perspective on the issue, I'm joined live by independent researcher and writer Soraya Sepahpour-Ulrich, frequent guest here on RT. Thanks for joining us again. So tell me, do you think that this solution, this nascent solution we have here, is something that could actually lead to a workable compromise?
Well, it could. I mean, it's face-saving out for Mr. Obama, really, because he doesn't have the support to go to war. And if he chooses to go over the people of the United States, the majority of whom disapproves this war or the strikes, then he's turning his back on democracy. And they always say in America that they want to export democracy to other countries. So this is a blatant violation and goes in contrary to the people's will. And I think that the proposal is really being very kind to Mr. Obama, giving him a way out.
Do you think that Russia's proposal to put Syria's chemical stockpiles under international control, why do you think it gained such a positive response so quickly?
I think it was very positive because, well, for one, Assad doesn't want war. He doesn't want his people to die because there are lobby groups in Washington pushing for war. So I think he was happy to accept that. And I think the other countries, even although Kerry and Obama are skeptical, they do not want this war. They do not want to go to this war. They do not have the support they hope to have. And yet they had those red lines that they had drawn, which in fact they were violated back in May, and that's when the United Nations said that they thought the rebels were responsible, and they didn't act on it. So for them to have painted themselves in a corner, and this gives them the way out, it helps America, and of course its allies are happy not to go to war. So it might be a win-win situation for all.
The president has recently come out in some interviews saying that he would think that this could be a positive step in the right direction, but we haven't heard any assertive decision on his part. But how do you think that could explain so quickly his repositioning on the subject?
I think when he saw that there's absolutely no support at all whatsoever. I mean, even if Congress did vote for him to carry out these strikes, again, Congress would have been acting against the will of the American people. I mean, America is really on stage right now for the whole world to see not only the degree of perhaps hypocrisy, but the fact that it's not really a promoter of democracy anywhere. And I think that this is this face-saving way for Obama to backpedal on his position. And I think that he should be very grateful that this solution was offered.
Many legislators that we've heard from also say that they were relieved by this talk of a compromise. Do you think they were looking forward to a vote on the subject?
I think they were very apprehensive because, on the other hand, any legislator that would have gone, not acted out the people's will and had voted for war to please the lobby groups, no matter how much money the lobby would have actually put into their re-elections, they would still need the vote of the people. So they were in a dilemma as well. I think the whole country, the whole nation was in a dilemma. And this really was a very clever way of avoiding all sorts of conflicts and the casualties and allowing America to save face.
All right, Soraya Sepahpour-Ulrich, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Another big